YouTube, it's your girl Isanjay, and I'm back with another video. So give me a second. I did the intro real quick, but there's some little message on the side, and I want to read it. For people in time. Alright, yeah. So what that says is you can now put people in timeout for different lengths, ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. Got it. That came in the clutch, didn't it? So this is a Libra video, and y'all know that, and y'all know it's for Libra placements as well. I usually read in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mars, Jupiter, South Node, and Saturn placements. But today, if this video resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it's for you, it's for you. 111 on the clock. If it's for you, it's for you. And you know that based off the title. Because you wouldn't have clicked it if the title didn't resonate with you in your situation. Okay? So, I'm going to start in the beginning with saying take what resonate and leave what doesn't. And when I say leave what doesn't, I say it in a different kind of way, actually. Because say if I say something and it sticks to your consciousness, 1:44 on the clock, say I say something, oh God, and it sticks to your consciousness, but it don't got nothing to do with you, maybe it's something, meaning a tool that you can use in something with someone else. You know what I mean? You do know what I mean. You're a Libra. You think of many possibilities. You're a Libra. You think of many possibilities. You think too much. You think too much. So I channel in many different ways. It all depends on how I feel, like which channels I decide not to allow to come out. All right. So I channel through the numbers on the clock for how the video was going, because it freezes at 4, 5, and 6 seconds. So like at 4, 5, and 6 second increments. So it's like 246 right now. You know what I mean? So those are synchronicities, and I'll say them randomly. I won't tell you what it mean all the time or what it mean to me. I'll just say it so stuff can resonate for you, whatever stuff means to you. Sometimes I randomly sing songs and I won't say what it means, but you just listen to the lyrics. Or like sometimes I'll repeat something like I don't know why I'm hearing that now. Tick tock, tick tock. First it was tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, but then it switched to the song tick tock, tick tock. Like, what are you rushing? You get what I'm saying? Or I'll say something like that and you get the chance to think about whatever you're thinking about. Like, I am not an over dominant person. I really love like my own freedom, and I love people to also have their own freedom. So when I speak, I want you to be able to like create your own ideology about sometimes like how you feel about what I'm saying. Even if I am being really direct about what it is that I feel that should be going on in your life, you still, I still make space for free will. I'm just very honest. That's it. But the kindness card is at the bottom of the deck. The polar bear. I want a bear, y'all, too, actually, but not a polar bear. Because it would just have to be too cold and I wouldn't be able to bond with it. But it said kindness. I'm still leaving it in the deck, and I'm going to try to move this back so y'all can see me shuffling the cards. Actually, all right, so first I'm going to read our title, 4, 5, 6 on the clock. Title is Let Me Love You. Right. So I don't remember what the first song was that was in my head that said Let Me Love You, but it was a song by a woman, not the one by Neo. But now the one by Neo is just stuck in my head and it took that song out. Uh 523 on the clock. I see 5, 5, and 10 with that. See, I channel like a radio. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that I say is not meant for every ear. But when you do listen to me, make sure like it all depends on what your path is in life. But if you are some sort of adventurer and you watch my videos, like make sure you always got a notepad out. You know what I mean? Because it's going to always be something that you can take and like get somewhere real far with. You know what I mean? Let me love you. Let me love you, Libra. Let me love you, Libra. Let me love you. I don't know why they want me to tell you that. I was mad, right? So I didn't even want to write the title, but the song was just kept being in my head even while I was mad. It was some song. But now Neo just keep playing in my head. See, kindness, let me love you. I'm hitting that ass from the back, love, but 645. Shit don't always make sense. But everything that's needed is there. 100%. Cause girl, I got December 11th, 11:10 on the clock. Not on the timer, on the clock. Alright, cause I'm here. Cause girl, I got you. Nothing make a man feel better than his lady. Listen, I'm not taking no reversals. I'm over that energy of taking reversals. So if anything fall out in a reversal, just disregard it because I don't give a fuck. I know how to be. I know how to give a slick ass message without, you know, I know how to see some shit without my motherfucking cards being forcing a situation into the reverse. I know how. All right, so see, that was a message in one. I know how to see some shit. I know how to flip some shit and see some shit without my cards being in reverse. Like you can see shit coming before it happened. You know what I mean? Like you see, you know when the cards is coming in reverse because you know what the signs is for when reversals is coming. Not everybody took as many losses as you, so not everybody is as wise as you. Eleven, 12. Let me love you, Libra. Let me love you. It hurts somebody when you don't let them care for you. It may hurt many people when you don't let them care for you, but when I say it hurts somebody that you don't let them care for you, that's somebody who actually would do right by you. But when it comes to a lot of people want to care for you, everybody ain't going to do it right. Anything else from this deck for the Libra? Sweet, lovely Libra. See, I was I was feeling some type of way. But that's how, like, it was super random because Libra came to my head. I was like, I want to talk to people who, like, I feel comfortable with, just being myself, acceptance. A rose is still a rose, but baby girl, you're still a flower. They'll take you and break you. Mm-hmm. But baby girl, you hold the power. 'Cause a rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you're still a flower. That's your ancestors and like your spirit team if you into that. Which you should be if you here. I ain't gonna lie to you because I ain't gonna lie. Like, I understand that I'm not I don't even know what normal is or what a regular tarot reader is. I'm not really sure. But I just know that, like, I'm like high level, like tapped in on a different frequency. So if there's no way that you sitting and watching my videos if you won't, spend time with your ancestors and shit. You wouldn't even feel safe here. Damn. Anything else for the Libra? And that's why if you hear at this 11, whatever, da da da, because you felt good until that, don't be scared now. It's cool. No, don't be scared now. I'm joking. But, bro, don't be scared. It's just, well, you can feel however you want to feel. It's just that what I'm saying is the message was said so that if you're not spending time like connecting with your ancestors in prayer, giving thanks to God and also your ancestors for their sacrifices to put you in the places and how they work on this realm and this plane to protect you, you need to take time to do that. Because if you don't know how they on this realm working to protect you, it's because you're not spending enough time with them. You get what I'm saying? Because you just getting saved from the stuff, but you keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not taking no time to sit with the brain or whatever. You get what I'm saying? And in your energy. Because if you it's not the same sitting in your energy if it's only when you sleep. You give them like your soul can thank them, but the soul is always going to thank them because that's the spirit, like your spirit is already with them because the spirit is just as eternal as they are. You know what I mean? Like your eternal self is already existing and already grateful for them. But I mean, in the flesh, you need to give thanks. And no, for the Bible people, I'm not saying worship. No, I'm not saying that. I already said first, give thanks to God. If you're gonna do any worship ceremonies, you give thanks to God. But you definitely make time to thank your ancestors, the people who taught you certain things. You get what I'm saying? Instill certain things in you so that you could be the person who you are today. And if you're not the person who they instilled into you to be, is the stuff that they taught you, or showed you or gave you, which is showed you, that is inspiring you and setting the goals for who you want to be. You know what I mean? And this is Libra, so I don't even know why I'm talking like that. 1414. Libras, we already know, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I decided to sit down with the Libras because sometimes we just need us. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people don't understand. We don't listen to everybody because everybody don't feel us. And that's why it's like, all right, you can talk to us and you can tell us what it is, but when it comes to a Libra, you gotta remember to be gentle. You know what I mean? Because like helping us change, you gotta change hurts. So like to just put somebody down about things that it naturally comes to a person. Like we don't really take that well. So that's why I wanted to come here. I wanted to be the one, because it's not just for the collect. Like I'm a part of the collective. That's what I'm saying. Like the spirit is a whole thing. So we all gonna heal at our own time, you know. But that's all I was saying. Yeah, if you don't take time like for prayer and like I said, just thanking your ancestors, like thank you so much for teaching me that thing. That's in the spirit. Today I was talking to somebody and I have had this conversation with people before. Like I pray a lot and I pray all day. Like I pray often because I am an introvert. And I don't know if y'all can tell that or not because of course I come here and I'm talking. But like you can see it a little bit more on my other YouTube channel because like I just be randomly like live and I go mute often. And when I do that, especially depending on the situation that's going on around me, I'm talking to God most of the time because we don't have control of what's going on out here, and it's very unpredictable. So I like to I like to talk to God. But you think every time I go in my head and be like, God, what is going on? Amen. God, did you see that? Amen. God, I'm just not feeling so good right now. Like I need some strength. Amen. No, I'm not doing that. But I'm praying all day. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not using amen to define whether I'm having an official conversation with God because I know who I'm addressing. You get what I'm saying? So it's personal. So as long as we spend that time, we're going to get to see how personal it is. So it's like this, boom. That's what I'm saying. If you don't take that time, they still going to keep doing right for you. Like, yeah, like your ancestors, they going to make sure they shifting shit to make sure everything going your favor. God going to do that. They going to do that. They going to do that for you. But is the pleasure of knowing when and how, I'm telling you, is a whole different feeling. So if you spend time, maybe like 20 minutes, 20, 30, 10, if however you can take it at first, but the more time the better, and you're going to start to enjoy it more. Because say you go into a meditation period like 20 minutes every day, you're talking about your individual problems now, and you're making yourself aware that you spending that time with your ancestors and God in that moment, and talking about your problems and what you would desire for it to happen specifically. And then you go into the next day and you get exactly what you was asking for. You know what I mean? You don't have to see it as luck. It's like, damn, they really got my back. And I remember that because of that conversation that I had. Is it making it more conscious than the thought in the moment and being like, oh, I can't wait till this happening. Or da 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 da. So it can help us build our faith. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff still gonna go out in our favor when we got a good heart. But it's like just knowing. It's the knowing. And it's not the same as the story in the Bible where the devil had told Jesus to jump because the angels was going to save him. Jesus was right. He said that he not going to test God. We don't do that. That's not what we doing. But what we doing is giving thanks because he's still showing up for us every day, because he's still making us conscious like Christ in that moment enough so we know not to jump. You know what I mean? So we just taking time to give thanks. Give thanks to our ancestors who taught us to have enough common sense to just because somebody tell us to jump off a bridge, is we gonna do it? Just because our friends jumped off a bridge, do that mean we gonna jump off a bridge? You know what I mean? Like, so we give thanks. That's all. That's all I was saying. It's the little things. Like it's the little things that get instilled upon us. We also If you want to feel something deep, we also make time to give thanks to our enemies because they taught us how to defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they taught us how to be wise. They taught us how to see in the cracks. You know what I'm saying? Because we start off a certain level of innocent. We want to believe that people are good. You get what I'm saying? Like we want to believe that people are also as sacrificial as us and enjoying it. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. And we learn that from our enemies because we are investing into them. So when we invest into our enemies and we don't know that they're enemies, we do have that feeling of the possibility of betrayal either being current or plotted or planned, but still at the same time, it's like once you see it, you know how to move from that situation and you never have to deal with that again. So we give thanks. You know what I'm saying? And depending on how deep you willing to go through it, yeah, you can go all the way through it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you make it to the point to where you've been sitting so long that you made it to the space to give thanks to your enemies, that's how you know you're really happy with your life. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time. It ain't going to happen overnight, but we give thanks. We give thanks. So now I'm about to switch the day. Let me love you. Somebody is giving thanks for you in your existence. Somebody is happy that you exist. I think that was in that water sign video last night. If you got some water sign placements, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements, if you know what a placement is, you know what a water sign is. So never mind. But yes, somebody worthy, somebody is happy that you exist. Oh, somebody is happy that you exist. Somebody understands that you are flawed, but they still see the beauty in the cracks of you. Um, they know that it's so much more to you than what the world allowed of you, and they know it's more to you than what you allow of yourself. They know who you are. Somebody knows who you are. Somebody knows more about you. Like they don't know more about you than you. Somebody knows. Like you know how I was telling you about the ancestor thing and like the higher selves and the spiritual bodies already being connected, and that's the reason why we got to give thanks in the flesh because the soul is already doing its job. Somebody's soul already knows your soul, right? And you may be the person that's used to waking people up, but this person is here to wake you up. Because their soul knows. Their soul knows. And their flesh is actually obedient to the soul in regards to you. This is either happening now or it's going to happen. Somebody's flesh is obedient to the soul in regards to you. Receptivity is the little things. It's the little things. Like I was saying with worthy, and forgive and transcend. Like that's deep, especially if it comes to thinking about a connection with a person. You know how people be scared of bugs, but how like much peace a person feel if they see a ladybug. And you know how like you think you seen a bug, right? Or I don't know who here. So like like sometimes a more dramatic girl. I'm not gonna say that I'm super dramatic. I know not to jump or fidget too much with bugs outside just because it's about energy. But like when a girl don't like a bug, but if it's a ladybug, she'll chill a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like somebody feels like it's okay that it's not okay because it can be better. It can get better, but somebody is very grateful for the moment. Somebody's very grateful in the moment. I'm hungry, y'all. Baby girl who say you're on my mind to fulfill my fantasies. Um, anyways, let me say that. Let me switch over. This it. I'm about to go to the tarot. The tarot. Yo, because we ended up doing two separate sets of like sessions of readings with the same cards. We ended up doing two separate sessions of readings with the same cards. So what that means, first of all, don't shit where you eat. And I said to say don't bite the hand that feeds you. And I said that to say that if you care about somebody, sometimes everything ain't gonna be perfect. But something is saying to me, like we need to get a little bit more comfortable, honestly, in this generation. We need to get back comfortable with having a rider mentality. Now, I'm not saying be dumb or impulsive. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that like the generations before us kind of lost that. You know what I'm saying? Like our great grandmothers knew better and our great great grandmothers knew better. But our grandmas and our moms, like, but especially our grandmas, like they was slipping. Our grandmas and our grandpops, a lot of our grandmas and grandpops, they're single. That's when they should like, especially as a colored person in the United States, like that's when they started kind of experiencing their freedom a little bit. That's when music started being like more openly sexual and talking about like infidelity and started playing downplaying, I guess, men and women letting go their self-worth for the sexual pleasures that a person could give them. Our grandmas and our grandpops is single, right? But our moms and our dads, when it came back to their generation, they started chilling out again. Like our moms and our dads experienced actual heartbreak because even though stuff wasn't perfect, they tried. You know what I'm saying? They was willing to try for us because they had messed up before them. So our generation, we coming in like you see, like black people. Wait, I ain't gonna lie to you. They really try to shit on us, and that's why I'm here. They really try to shit on us and try to act like, black people don't be having no fathers or they don't be having both parents in the family. I ain't gonna lie to you. Our generation may be a tad dysfunctional because he gonna have both baby moms in his life, but he gonna have both baby moms in his life because he gonna have his kids in his life. And yeah, she gotta still deal with the other baby mom, but it's no way she gonna separate them kids. Like we know a lot better in this generation. You get what I'm saying? Thank God, honestly. But we need to stop being ashamed of the fact that we know better. You know what I mean? Like, don't let the people who are still influenced by what was cool yesterday get you off the path and a plan that you're already in alignment with for tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Don't be ashamed of the fact that you want longevity. Don't be ashamed of the fact that you looking for who you can marry and build a family with. None of that. Like, the world had, gotten that into our minds, influencing us to abandon like the things that could actually make us rich, which is each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, really sticking to each other, riding through the little shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's the little shit, the music, the world, like what, and its influence. We don't. Me personally, I don't like to blame an individual. I'm not really big on that because the individual had to be poisoned first. You get what I'm saying? Like, somebody had to program the individual in the wrong direction with some sort of influence to teach them how to do it to us. Sometimes it takes people a certain amount of time before they're aware that they poisoning people with what they saying. And then once a person is aware, not everybody is going to give up the money for doing what's right. So I say that to say what influences the world right now is a slave mentality, because we're still, black people as a race, we're still learning how to let down the hype in a technical sense of being free. Because first of all, we not even really free because we still letting them influence us from through their money, even though we also have access to that money. We control those things. We're creating these things that's making them rich, making them healthy. And it's not a race thing. Because when I say them, if you an Oreo cookie in this motherfucker, or inside out, outside in, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's about the unity thing. If you with the people, you with the people. Because I ain't putting no color on it. I feel like, and that's on my life, I feel like we all different shades of brown. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that separate us is our minds. But that's what I got to say about that. Don't be ashamed of desiring your riches. They are yours. Do not allow the United States version of and knowledge that they give you, if you a religious person, about Christianity, to teach you that you wasn't meant to be rich. Before motherfucking get it, let's get it. Before motherfucking the black people was over here, since they telling us this, what they telling us, right? This what they're telling us. So we're gonna use their story. Since people always want to argue back to the books, we're just gonna go off what they told us, right? Fuck the conspiracy theories. They told us that we was stolen from Africa. What African person do you know that don't got a lot of money? I'm confused. Hello. What African person do you know that don't got a lot of talents and skills? A lot of confidence and strength? Come on now. Come on now. So they're brainwashing us. We're working like for our own money. We're working for our own money, doing what they're telling us to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's not our money until we doing what we want to do. Only way is your money is if you want to do what they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? You working until you can get your own money, no matter how much money you get from them. And that's just what I want you to instill in yourself. Not saying that I'm not, because I'm definitely not the one. Like, I got a job and I'm gonna keep a job till I feel secure. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the life that we live here. But this ain't it. So don't let these books, when they taking out certain parts of information, you know what I'm saying, confusing you on who you are. That's why I say that little bit of time with your ancestors will start reminding you shit. For example, right? Um, how I'm gonna tell y'all this story. For example, like I have a metabolism that goes really fast. Like, so I can't ingest, like I can't eat certain foods because if the food is not meant to go through your body fast, it gives me pain, right? So my body basically don't agree with the cow at all. So I sat in meditation, right? Well, certain facts go back to Indian culture. It was in belief a while back. For Indian cultures, they didn't eat cows. Like cows were worship. So what do that tell me about myself and my DNA? Also, 3555 on the clock. Went into meditation. You know what I'm saying? What food should I be eating then? You get what I'm saying? Since I can't eat this, then what should I eat? Excuse me. So I go into meditation. It's like, let's see what type of foods they recommend for my blood type, because blood is definitely flowing through my body. You know what I mean? So they start showing me all grains these grains, beans, stuff like that. Like these are originators of like these are the appetites of Latino people and the Native American people. You know what I mean? Like, so it be the little things. So when somebody try to tell you, "Oh, you black, don't you know where you ever seen who you know in your family that had a whole lot of money?" If you ain't there yet, you get what I'm saying, because they robbed us. Keep reminding yourself, we were robbed. Okay, it ain't that you won't come from nothing. You come from everything. We were robbed, and we were robbed, and they're telling us that we were stolen. Okay, so I remember, like I had said in the beginning of the video, if you are an adventurer, it'll be smart that from now on, when you come here, you have a notebook so you can take notes and you can explore. So I believe this word is Aboriginal. Let's look it up. This word, mm, this word, before I even talk, because I feel like I know what I'm talking about, because I feel like I know what I'm talking about. Right. Aboriginal. Relating to the indigenous peoples of Australia, their language, she's been working with Aboriginal people for the past 40 years and have been or existing in the land from the earliest times or from before the arrival of colonists. Indigenous, the Aboriginal population in Southeast Asia. Aboriginal. They do people dirty. Okay, so the word's not coming to my head, and let's just say it like that. The word's not coming to my head. Aboriginal. Aboriginal. I don't know. It's the art. So if you want to find this word, Y'all know that girl, the light skinned girl with the locks who always exposing stuff on TikTok? If you find her, you can find what I'm talking about. And she is one of the main people I seen who teach us about the name of who we are. Um, because basically, like they try and say that yeah, they did steal some people from Africa, and some of our people was sold too. Um, but we was here first. Like colored people was on this land first. We was basically everywhere. They was the ones who was in the mountains. That's why they skin so light. So is it makes a lot of sense to start like just going backwards, you know what I'm saying? Even the Bible talks about how the lands was split, how God split the lands. You get what I'm saying? And we was taught different languages. So the Pangea existed. They just went into the mountainous areas. That's why they're lighter. We all the same people. We're all one people. So it's not a conspiracy theory. They just trying to trip you up so you won't connect the dots because they already telling us everything. I just only just told you what they told us, and I only just put it all together at one time because they just try to separate it between 5, 6, 7 heavy ass textbooks. Good thing I love to read. Okay, so let's get into the tarot. You can't fool a fool. And I'm a fool because I'm going to try some shit. And that's why you can't fool me because I can see when you trying some shit. Okay? Because I be trying some shit. Stop it. Stop it. If you think you're going to make a profit. Yeah, because it's like they trying to teach us the opposite of who we are. Remember, because we was just talking about how like their agenda is to teach us to work backwards. You know what I'm saying? They robbed us of our riches and then offer it back to us in pieces and increments by keeping us busy doing stuff for them instead of us already having our riches that already belong to our people and allowing us to work on ourselves to keep creating the resources. Like America is like a fucking test lab to me. It is. Like they always just experimenting some shit. Like, and I know y'all do not gotta like what I say when I say this. But in them other countries where shit be strict as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like the rules basically been the same for centuries. At least they have some reliable shit going on. You know what I'm saying? One day, this literally just happened, and this is no shade. This is dead truth. One day, we couldn't even have gay marriage. And now you can change your whole fucking gender. What did this just happen in the last like 3 years? This shit is crazy. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, huh? So it's like they are teaching us that we can only be ourselves when they say it's okay. You get what I'm saying? All right, let me love you. So, how does that resonate with what we're talking about? If you got people in your life, in your close circle, in your family who try to tell you how you should be loved and you don't agree with it, remember and remember to remind yourself that you don't agree with it when people are influencing your brain. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you a type of person that'll listen to a person talk past the moment where you don't care. Make sure you remind yourself, like just keep yourself conscious and aware of when you stepping out of a conversation and why. You know what I'm saying? If somebody is trying to love you and you like it and you trust it and you want it, do it. Don't let your family, don't let your friends, don't let the internet tell you how your heart should be. I'm telling you, it's a damn setup. So that was what the whole beginning of the spiel was about. Everything in this life is happening in like patterns. And 4441 on the clock, 144. I'm telling you, everything is connected. They take one vendetta and they put it in multiple places. How many different businesses do you know that's using the same market scheme? Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, run under the same people. IHOP and Denny's run under the same people. And then they get on the commercial and act like they fighting. Because no matter where you go, they get paid. Bro, we gotta see that shit. So if they hiding certain information to tell you that they owe you some shit over here, they gonna do it in there too. You get what I'm saying? If they hiding your money from you at the bank, they gonna hide the knowledge from your kids at school. They gonna hide the food from you at the grocery store. They gonna hide the sun from you when it's cold, because if you get the vitamins from it, you're gonna be too healthy. So they're gonna make clouds to cover it up. Ain't this shit ain't made up? You want to see the video where the man was showing where they was making the clouds? Because I got it right in my DM right now and I could pull it up. Ain't none of this shit made up. Everything is made up. Especially here in the United States. They call this the land of the free. Yeah, free to be tested on, free to be a motherfucking experiment, free to run amok, free to do whatever the fuck. Go to hell if you want to. And then if you really try to be connected with God, they gonna be looking at you like you damn crazy. But this is one nation under God, though. Remember that. One nation under God, though. But if you really stand for God here in these here United States, you're gonna be treated like a queer. You don't do nothing. You're boring. All of these things. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the reality of the world that we living in right now. You know what I mean? Like, we can't eat from our seas. We can't eat from our ground. You get what I'm saying? Without spending money. And we can't spend money to eat from our seas, not, or we're gonna have to spend money to eat from somebody else's seas. What the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing as a people? Like, what are we doing? So that's why I'm here. Like, I'm your normal everyday girl, and I'm just telling you about some shit that's happening because we the next ones. Like, we the next adults. We don't gotta be like them who came before us. That's what I'm saying. Like, they was brand that shit is playing out. Like, these days, we can wear our hair curly. And yes, we had the power to wear our hair curly the whole time, and they came and they was bringing it. Because what they started wearing their hair curly in the 80s, they was bringing it. That's why I said our grandmoms was the ones messing up. Our grandpops and them. You know what I'm saying? Once they started having the jerry curls and the motherfucking pics and shit like that, and they finally started wearing it clothes and showing their skin, that's when they was messing up. But once they got comfortable in their sexuality, they was ready to settle down again. And now we in our power. So we don't have to live like them. We can't let them influence us. And those who are still influenced by them influence us. So whatever is making you happy is making you happy, because people are going to look up to you standing in your truth later, because the truth is the true influence. We're going to get some tarot. Because I'm the one. Ace of Swords. Like, I don't want to be the one to say, if you feel like you're supposed to be fighting for something, fight for it. Cause just so that, but I only don't want to say it just so that you don't receive the wrong message. Not so that I don't say it, cause that's what I'm saying. And you gotta understand, the strongest battles is fought with your hands in your pockets. You feel what I'm saying? The strongest argument is done with kind words. Anything else? One of the hardest feelings to deal with for a person is being forgiven. Not forgiving, but them actually being forgiven. They literally die inside. And your intentions is not to die them, to kill them. I know I said die them on purpose because I like to switch words and stuff like that. But that's not your intentions. Your intentions is not to fuck them up. But just be aware. Because when you feeling malicious, right, that's when you connect with God, when you feeling malicious. Because then he can use you. He can use you. Because the devil, that bad energy, that negative energy in you, whether you want to admit that or not, that you be feeling when you angry, that maliciousness is dark. So what you do is you be kind, because it hurts people for you to be kind to them when they want you to be upset. It hurts them. And if you forgive them, it hurts even more, because it's like, damn, I really sucked that much. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do, actually. Um, and then me, I don't know. I love telling the truth, working on it. But yeah, because if you ask me, do you suck that much? I'ma definitely say, yeah, you do. And laugh. Ace of Wands, now you all confused. I got this poem. Should say, mm, you saying that you love me, nigga? Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. You want me, see that. But something about, and I'm emotional, so you confused. And if you owe me, I want my shit, or I ain't fucking. And I'm emotional. I'm emotional, and you confused. And if you owe me, I want my shit, or I ain't fucking with you. Don't do no beef and real humble. See what's up with you. These bitches crazy. They ain't trying to show no love to you. I just be falling back, living life comfortable. That's just the end of it. But exactly, King of Pentacles. That's just the end of it. I just be falling back, living life comfortable. At that time, I wasn't struggling, but I'd always be just like living in kind of like a faith kind of attitude, so I'd be cool. I was like, that shit gonna be true one day, and I just kept working. So whatever you at right now, if it ain't what you look like, just keep working at it, cause one day you gonna look back at the little video where you wasn't as cute 3 years ago as you are today. Because you ain't know yourself as much 3 years ago as you do today, and how to work it. And you going to see that you've come so far. You've come so far. Okay. That song, Steady Love, came to my head. She said, "Cause I'm a boss in my world. And when we're together, he just makes me feel like his girl. He's giving me love. So steady. He touches my heart, now I'm ready." And that goes along with the title. He touches my soul and my spirit. Okay, so if say like you went through some stuff, right? And you went through stuff because you've been ready for love. But you had to go through certain stuff, learn certain stuff, like naturally in life. You had to learn certain things, right? And it's somebody loving you in a way that's out of your regular norm, but you like it, whether you a male or female, something about that just make me feel like that could be healthy. Shoot, you don't gotta take my advice, but I mean, when people do take my advice, good stuff happens. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna go. All right. I enjoyed spending time with the peoples today because stuff kept changing, so I can never say like I spent time with the same person all day. But maybe I did, maybe I didn't. The world may never know. But yeah, good night, peoples.